Gemini. Okay, Gemini. I hope y'all can hear me. Lately, I have not been in the mood to scream. Okay, it's also something about the movie Scream, but I haven't been in the mood to talk loud. So I'm hoping that y'all can hear me from the distance. Okay, something about hearing somebody from the distance. Lately, I've been talking to players and how to unlock your clear, right? How to unlock your sense, how to unlock your senses. Okay, something about sensei as well. So I'm getting sensei. All right, something about sensei. Okay. All right, let's see what sensei is. I know that's like a Japanese or Chinese or, Asian thing. Hold on. Sensei. My sensei. Okay. I could have sworn this was like a Japanese thing. Okay, but it says a thermostat. So a sensei can also be a thermostat. A sensei is a thermostat. Okay, so something about the temperature. All right. I'm also seeing 72, 72, 72. Something about this is where the temperature is set at 72. The temperature stays at 72. Okay. So okay, sensei is two different. It's a sensei, like Sensi, and then it's a sensei for Japanese, Sensei. So once again, I'm getting the same words that may look alike, may sound alike, but they're different and they have different meanings. All right, the other word sensei means literally translates to person born before another. Okay, so master or teacher. All right, someone with knowledge, skill, or authority. Now, in the message before this, the Cancer message, I was talking about how I was reading the Bible yesterday and I just stumbled across the Proverb 31 woman and how it was basically talking about how she takes care of, like, feeds her family, but she also feeds her maidens, right? So the people that basically, I don't like to say under her, but basically people that maybe she know a little bit more than, but at the same time, even though she knows more than these people, right? She helps them unlock their senses, their sensei. She helps them unlock their clears, okay? So it's something about the more the teacher knows, right? The more the master knows, the more that they can help the next person unlock, all right? Now, in another message, I was getting like crabs in a barrel. I'm talking about you crusty crabs, you know. Um, but with this one, it's basically saying that, okay, if the top crab gets up and gets out, the next crab helps the next crab. Okay, get up and get out. I'm also hearing get up and get out and get some. So yeah, whatever song that is. Something about get up and get out and get something. All right. Um, so yeah, who am I on? I'm on Gemini. Yeah. All right, two sides, two sides. Okay, two sides to everything. All right. Um, so yeah. Um, my daughter is about compound words. So I'm also getting a compound word for sensei. All right. Sin means before, and say means birth or life. So before birth and before life. And I was also talking about the Akashic records recently, which going back to, like, you, Akashic records is basically thinking back, basically back in time, right? Of course, we don't try to know things just to know things back in time, but if it comes to you, then it just comes. So it's something about wisdom gained from experience, right? gained through time, wisdom gained before birth or before your life. What happened before your life? What happened before birth? I'm also seeing like the old Superman movie where, you know, before they put their child onto the earth, they're sitting there, they're talking to the baby, and he's like, you know, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that, and the mother's talking to him, and then all of a sudden they put him out into the world. Basically, they put, it's their baby, you know, they're in the ethers or whatever, and they put the baby inside of a woman so she can have this baby. Wow, that's fucking deep. You know, so imagine if that's the case, right? Imagine if our actual mother and our actual father are like in the ethers, like in the sky, and they're like, we had you are our baby, but we're gonna put you, baby, into the world. We're gonna put you with this mama, and we're gonna put you in her belly. Okay, and this is what you're gonna go to life to do, right? So just imagine, is that way, you know? Or I mean, not saying that is that way, but maybe what if that is the case, right? What if we're all like basically God's children, right? Literally, and God pushes us, allows the woman to have us, gives us, oh my God, this is deep. What if God like actually gives us to the woman? Like, I am giving you my child. We are all his children, you know? But I'm just on a tangent. Gemini, okay? So, yeah. Now, um, sensei is a compound word, right? Before birth or before life. Um, so some people they may say like, uh, that's the reason why I named you what I named you, or something made me name you what I named you, because of this. And most of the time, when you think about you naming your child, you're thinking about their name and what does it mean, and things of that such, right? As well. So I don't know if you guys got having a baby, but we can think about Gemini as a compound sign, right? You broken up in two. So something about a compound. It's also, I'm getting compound as in, this is my compound, this is my area, this is my home, this is who lives in this compound, this is who lives in this area, um, as well. This is my vicinity, this is my area, this is my property. Okay. We could be talking about a certain person, or you are the certain person that this is what I am special at, this is what I am good at, this is what I am the master in. You can be a master at a certain subject, a master at doing just something specifically, but you are the master at it, and can't nobody do it like you. So that might be something that y'all going through, Gemini. Okay, so yeah. All right, something y'all might be going through. Um, Now, a proverb that I'm going to talk about is a proverb that says, forget the favors you have given, remember those received. Okay, so basically, we're talking about Gemini that forget everything that you've given, right? I was just thinking about, like, you know, when people get on video and they give out certain things on video, you know, like, oh, I'm feeding the homeless. Like, no disrespect, no disrespect, you know. um it's just something about giving to somebody and they not even know it. And what I was talking about yesterday, like thinking to myself, is that, man, if I had a superpower, right, or if I could do something that was like a superpower and I can heal somebody or change somebody's life, like if I was like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, right? On a TV show, I would do things to help a person and they not even know it. You know, I would not tell them like, "Oh, I'm helping you," right? I would just do it and they not even know it. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden they be like, "Oh my God, my car is working now. It's a miracle. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I could have fell, but I didn't fall. And, you know, or, oh my God, just any little thing. And they didn't know that you just did the whoop de doop de doop. Like they didn't know that you did that, but you did it for them off the fact of you wanted to do something good. And then I said yesterday, I was like, just do it, not nobody know about it, and then go home and cry to God. Go home and cry and say thank you, God. Go home and cry and like, oh man, I am so grateful that I could just do that, right? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just emotional, you know. I'm like, oh my God, I did that. I helped that person. Like, that is amazing, you know, because you still got to think like, who is the person that allowed you to have that gift? Who gave that gift to you? So be thankful that you have that gift, so that you can use it for good to help somebody else. All right, so that might be something that y'all doing, Gemini. What would you do if you had superpowers? And I also think about that movie that came out years ago. I can't remember it. I just know I got it off of bootleg. It was when bootlegs was out, and they like had these superpowers. And then it was three boys, and all of a sudden they start flipping over cars and um like destroying trees. But one of the boys was like, okay, this power that we have, we need to calm down and chill with it. But the other two boys, they were so caught up in doing things wrong with it. So it's also about when you have power and when you are the sensei and when you are the master or when you are the teacher, are you going to use your powers for bad? Will you allow your powers to get a hold of you and you do wrong things with it? Or will you use your powers to do good things and be like, hold on, wait 1 second, right? And then also thinking about certain things, because I heard somebody say before that I listened to, they like, sometimes God doesn't bless you with certain things because you can't handle it, because he knows that if he gives it to you, you might mess it up. You might mess something up, right? So it's like, all right, if you do get this power, if you do have this power, you got to make sure that anger won't get a hold of you and you go fuck somebody up because you have the ability to, you have the power to. So it's all about being the sensei, being the master of yourself, but also knowing the good part of the gift and knowing the bad part of the gift, and having a good teacher, right? A good master, a good sensei above you that's going to teach you the right things to do. Because imagine being led by the wrong teacher, you will fall. The same thing I was talking about in Proverbs 11 14, which was, if you're being led by people that are basically not good for you, right? With no guidance, you will fall. People shall fall. But if you have an abundance of counsel that are good, then you know what I'm saying, you shall prosper, basically, right? So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about, Gemini. We just talking about clairs, clarity, senses, sensei. We talking about evolving. We're talking about magic. We're talking about gifts. We're talking about beautiful things. And at the same time, if you don't believe these things, that's okay. But it's a beautiful thing to use your imagination as well. Always remember that everything that we have right now surrounding us came from somebody else's imagination, came from somebody else's thoughts, came from somebody else's dream, came from somebody else's mind, and they brought it to life. So there's nothing wrong with using your mind to think about beautiful things and to think about things that can solve somebody else's problem. Okay? Um, so yeah, back to the proverb, forget the favors you have given, remember those received. Okay? So remember the gifts that somebody else has given you. Okay? That's why I said you gonna do something for somebody else, and you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna publicly tell the person that you did it, but you're gonna do it, and you're gonna maybe see the smile on their face, or know the smile is you know what I'm saying, gonna be on their face. Know that they're gonna be happy in their heart, and you're gonna go home and you're gonna praise who? The person that gave you the gift. Okay? You're going to praise that one, right? You're going to be thankful that you even have the gift to give. That's deep. That's beautiful. So, yeah, that is my message, Gemini. And I don't know, something telling me to say something beautiful about you guys. Um, and I call y'all the go-getters simply off the fact of, man, I'm a Capricorn personally, but I ain't never seen somebody go harder than me. Okay, not I have seen people go harder than me, but what I'm saying is, from my experience, when I do see somebody go harder, it's the Gemini. I'll be like, damn, they don't play. They just go and go and go and go and go and go and go, and they don't stop. And that is amazing. The endurance that y'all have, the agility that y'all have, the ambition that y'all have. And it is like overlooked. It's definitely overlooked. Y'all are definitely not to be slept on, Gemini. All people say is bad things about you, but they don't talk about the good. Okay? So, I mean, have a great Thursday, Gemini, and peace.